How's it going, everyone? It's John here. I do videos on investing. We've got an investing video today. And you're also going to see some videos here on this channel about credit. You're going to see some videos as well on short and medium term vacation rentals, furnished rentals, whatever you want to call them. We are right in the thick of the busy season. Here we are in the end of July. It's Friday, July 30th, actually, here, 2021. I got 3 places in Southern California I do that with, and they have always gone very well. We have an investing video today on Roblox. I am doing a summer update on Roblox. I actually didn't even know what Roblox was until the very beginning of this year, 2021. In case you guys are new to my channel, you haven't watched it before, actually I just came out with a basically, my thing is I study and I've been done very well with kind of growth tech stocks. And I just came out with a basket of 50 growth tech stocks that I watch. And then from that, I've developed a list of 10 turbo growth tech stocks that could 10x in the next 1 to 10 years. And Roblox, this video today, is actually part of that group of 10. I do plan to update this group of 10, of turbo growth tech stocks pretty much on a quarterly basis. And again, I will just really update and also add to my my basket of 50 stocks. I don't see that changing to anything more than like 75 by the end of 2021. But yeah, so that is the basket. And I've actually been studying, taking a look at this basket. I've been developing it actually since early June, and I have it on tip ranks. I'm going to actually take you guys into it today because what's interesting about Roblox is that for all of you out there that like Roblox a lot, that are very passionate about it, maybe you actually, maybe you play Roblox games or you're a developer or something like that, and you really like the stock, it might be a very interesting time to buy because of my whole basket, Roblox is actually the worst performer since early June, right? Roblox only went public in March, but since early June, they're the worst performer. Anyway, so what's interesting is number one, it's because it's the worst performer since early June. That signifies that it might be, a fairly attractive or appealing opportunity for you to buy. But also because we are right here in the middle of the summer. Roblox usage is down because, the majority of Roblox users are really kids. I mean, it's 18 and younger. A lot of those people are, whether they're kids at 18 and younger or even young adults that are in college, 18 to 22, or even 23 or 24 for that matter, they might be with their parents, on vacation. A lot of we're heavy duty right now. July and August is heavy duty vacation time for really everyone. So a lot of these kids that are, playing, whether they're at school or they're at college or home from school in the afternoon, they're playing Roblox a lot in their spare time, but really can't do that as much in the summer if they're visiting family and going on vacation. So now might be a very appealing time to buy. Today, I want to talk about a couple things I didn't talk about in my recent update, and that is really one key area. There's a couple. The 2 main key areas for expansion for Roblox are geographic expansion. And then the other is actually age expansion. So what's very interesting with respect to Roblox, which I didn't have in my last update, which is only a couple weeks ago, is that the age range of 13 years and older is expanding. Actually, it grew 111% year over year. The other age range, which is actually 13 and younger, grew 16% year over year. And the representation, let's see, yeah, so that representation is now 49%. So the user base that is 13 years or older is now 49% of that Roblox user base. In case you actually aren't really that familiar with Roblox, I imagine if you're watching this video, you are, but it's really like the YouTube of online gaming, right? Just like here making this video and putting it up on YouTube, and then people can, create and then they consume, on YouTube videos. It's really the same thing with Roblox. Roblox has over 20 million games on there for developers to create and then upload, and then for users to use. And then also it's got the whole currency system called Robux, how actually, people will buy things and buy Robux and use Robux to buy stuff on Roblox. So let's take a look at Roblox and in terms of some of their key points here from the investor relations area. Okay, so basically some of the key points from their most recent earnings release, and just so you know, everybody, their earnings release is coming up on August 16th, 2021. So that's really only a couple weeks away. Sunday is going to be August 1st, and 2 days from now is going to be August 1st. So really just a couple weeks, Roblox is going to be doing their their next earnings release. But if you take a look at it, so again, this is really what they released this in June, which was really representing May of 2021, right? So you take a look at it, and their daily active users were 43 million, which is up 28% from May of last year, from May of 2020, right? If you take a look at their hours, 3.2 billion hours engaged. And if you take a look at that, that's actually up 1% from April. They're growing so much that they're actually starting to do month-over-month growth forecasts, which you really don't see that very much. And then the next point I wanted to bring up to you all is their revenue. Basically, their revenue is up about somewhere between 123% and 126% year over year, which is really high. So basically, with respect to my basket of 50 stocks, or it's going to be a little bit more as we get to the end of the year, and then also the top 10 turbo growth tech stocks that could 10x the next 1 to 10 years. One number I kind of really take a look at and I talk about is 35. And the reason I say 35 is because number one, if you can achieve a 35% growth rate on your own portfolio, you're actually growing your capital at literally, you're doubling your capital every 3 years. And if you actually spin that into a company, if a company can achieve 35% growth rate, or higher, they're actually going to be doubling their revenue, every 3 years, right? And the other thing too is you're beating the venture capitalists if you can actually achieve that 35% growth rate, because the venture capitalists only seek to return 25 to 30%, and they know going into every single investment of theirs that really only 10 to 20% of their investments are going to, number one, return their money back, and then also give them some sort of return. They do, the ones that do give them a return, that's their bread and butter. So they definitely typically have very, very large returns on the ones that do give them a return. But the key thing here is the number 35. So one of the 6-point scoring methods that I use when I value a company and whether I want to even put it in the basket, or certainly whether I want to put it in the top 10, is that year over year revenue growth is a big factor. And obviously what's very interesting, it's not obvious, but what's very interesting I found is Roblox is actually the highest year over year revenue growth on my whole list. Very interesting that their stock hasn't really done anything since, well, it's actually gone negative since early June, and really hasn't done much at all since they went public in March of this year. But they do have the highest year over year revenue growth figure, and also very attractive gross profits. Another item in my 6-point scoring system is gross profits. So I really like to see those gross profits over 35%. I do look at gross profits as a very, very important item with respect to a business when analyzing a turbo growth tech stock. Another item that actually fits here with respect to Roblox is 1 billion. So I like to find companies where they have recently or are about to hit 1 billion in sales. And if you look at Roblox from a trailing 12-month perspective, when they did their earnings release, when they released it for May, they had a trailing 12 months of over $1 billion, but their fiscal year end 2020 was just a tad under, at about a little bit over 900 million. So they're literally just recently hit $1 billion. So it is, potentially very attractive to kind of get into those companies when they did recently hit 1 billion. So let's take a look at them real quick, into Yahoo Finance, so you can take a look at their numbers and see what I'm talking about. Basically right here, as you can see, fiscal year end 9/23, trailing 12 months 1149, and then in 2019 508. So if you take this into the handy dandy spreadsheet, I got it right here. We have basically Roblox here at about a 74% gross profit margin, and then it shows here, if you actually look at fiscal year 2020 to fiscal year 2019, it shows it's about 82%. But when Roblox did communicate their May revenue compared to May of 2020, that was about 125% year over year. So that is actually certainly the highest in my list of even the 10, right? So yeah, so what else do we have here? So if we have, I've taken into my tip ranks, Mark, the growth tech stocks are down pretty bad today here in the last trading day of July. But if you take a look at it, this is over 50 stocks, and Roblox is actually at the bottom right here, showing a negative 22.7% return since early June. So there you go, everybody. That is Roblox for you. Certainly, there's a lot of different, financials that you can analyze with respect to, net cash and discounting, cash flow. I don't really look at that. I really pay attention to year-over-year revenue growth. How recently they've hit 1 billion, or if they're going to hit it soon. I really like to look at that gross profit. As you can see, Roblox pretty much gets a point in every column. So if I'm going to give a company a score of 6 out of 6, they pretty much get almost 6. The only reason they wouldn't get 6 is because of their valuation is a little bit high at the time of this recording. Their market cap is at about 43 billion, 44 billion. So what that does is their fiscal 2020, their annual gross profits into their market cap is above 35, right? So I use that 35 figure for a lot of things. So pretty much Roblox gets a score for my scoring system at 5 out of 6. And the only reason they didn't get 6 is because their valuation is a little bit high. And I do have Roblox stock. It is I do own in a couple of my accounts Roblox stock. It is, like I said, one of the top 10, growth tech stocks that I say can 10x in the next 1 to 10 years. But if you like Roblox, if you're very passionate about it, it might be an appealing opportunity because it is in a little bit of a summer slump. A lot of the kids, a lot of the younger adults or kids are not playing Roblox because they're on vacation, and they do actually have their earnings release scheduled for August 16th. So right now, with where Roblox is in terms of being down over 20% since June, being in their summer slump might be an appealing opportunity to go in there. Everybody, I also have a YouTube Roblox channel. It's not like this. I don't show my face or anything. We just do little Roblox, videos. And what I'll do is I'll put a link to one of those Roblox videos in this video so you can go check it out. Everybody, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm certainly not your financial advisor. This is not financial advice. This is all just for education and for entertainment. I do have a background in investing though. My first job out of college was Merrill Lynch. I also worked for investment banking after that, and then I worked for Sun America here in Los Angeles for 3 years after all that. And I got a great track record. I've got 5 10x's to my track record. I purchased Netflix back in 2012. I got an 80x return on that when you look at the 52-week high, and purchased Apple in June of 2007 before the first iPhone came out, and have a 33x on that, and then I've got 3 other 10x's. But I'm going to put some links below, everybody, if you want to check it out. I've got some blueprints I came out with on investing and credit. They are $7. I got a bunch of guides in there, but if you want to go check out those links, you can. Other than that, have a great weekend, and thank you.